Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a trip down memory lane to one of the most memorable football tournaments of the 21st century, the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Get ready for a deep dive into the drama, the stars, and the legendary moments that defined an entire summer. The year is 2006 and the eyes of the world turn to Germany. For the second time in its history, Germany hosted the World Cup with the motto, "A time to make friends." And what a time it was. 12 magnificent stadiums across the country, from the iconic Olympiastadion in Berlin to the Allianz Arena in Munich, became the battlegrounds for the world's best footballing nations. So, who made it to the party? The qualification process was a grueling 2-year journey involving 197 teams. We saw some surprising newcomers, with 4 nations making their World Cup debut: Ghana, Ivory Coast, Togo, and Angola. Trinidad and Tobago also qualified for the first time, becoming the smallest nation to ever do so. The stage was set for a truly global spectacle. Let's kick things off with the group stage. Group A saw host nation Germany top the group with a perfect record, joined by Ecuador. Poland and Costa Rica were sent packing. In Group B, England and Sweden advanced, with a dramatic late equalizer from Henrik Larsson in their final match against England securing Sweden's spot. Paraguay and Trinidad and Tobago were eliminated. Group C was dubbed the Group of Death, and it lived up to its name. Argentina, with a young Lionel Messi, and the Netherlands both secured qualification after their first 2 games. Their final match was a tactical 0-0 draw. Ivory Coast, despite playing some fantastic football, and Serbia and Montenegro were the unfortunate casualties. Over in Group D, Portugal, led by Cristiano Ronaldo and the legendary Luis Figo, cruised through with 3 wins. They were joined in the knockout rounds by Mexico. Angola and Iran fought bravely but couldn't make it through. Now for Group E, another incredibly tough group. Italy, the eventual champions, topped the group. But the real story was Ghana. In their first ever World Cup, the Black Stars became the only African team to advance to the second round, finishing ahead of the Czech Republic and the United States. What a debut! Group F saw defending champions Brazil, boasting stars like Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Kaká, win all 3 of their matches. They were joined by Australia, who, under coach Guus Hiddink, made it out of the group stage for the very first time after a dramatic final match against Croatia. Japan and Croatia were eliminated. In Group G, a strong Switzerland side topped the group without conceding a single goal, a remarkable feat. They were joined by France, who had a slow start with 2 draws, but found their form just in time, thanks to the returning legend, Zinedine Zidane. South Korea and Togo went home. Finally, in Group H, Spain dominated with 3 wins from 3 games. Ukraine, led by the great Andriy Shevchenko, recovered from a heavy opening defeat to Spain to finish second, advancing in their first ever World Cup. Tunisia and Saudi Arabia were knocked out, and so we moved into the knockout rounds where the tension really ramped up. England scraped past Ecuador with a 1-0 win, the goal coming from a classic David Beckham free kick. Then came one of the most infamous matches of the tournament, Portugal versus the Netherlands. Known as the Battle of Nuremberg, the referee issued a record 4 red cards and 16 yellow cards. In the midst of the chaos, a single goal from Manic was enough to send Portugal through. Italy beat Australia 1-0 with a controversial last-minute penalty, converted by Francesco Totti. Switzerland made an unfortunate piece of history, losing to Ukraine on penalties after a 0-0 draw, becoming the first team to be eliminated from a World Cup without conceding a single goal in open play. Brazil dispatched Ghana with a 3-0 victory, a match in which Ronaldo scored his 15th World Cup goal, becoming the all-time leading scorer at the time. And finally, France came from behind to beat Spain 3-1, with Zidane putting on a masterclass. The quarterfinals delivered even more drama. Host nation Germany faced Argentina in a heavyweight clash. It ended 1-1 after extra time, and the Germans held their nerve to win the penalty shootout, thanks to goalkeeper Jens Lehmann famously consulting a cheat sheet before each penalty. Italy produced a dominant performance to beat Ukraine 3-0, with Luca Toni scoring twice. The next match saw Portugal and England play out a tense 0-0 draw. The game is remembered for Wayne Rooney's red card and Cristiano Ronaldo's infamous wink. Portugal went on to win the penalty shootout, with their goalkeeper Ricardo saving 3 penalties. The last quarter-final was a shocker. A resurgent France, led by a majestic Zidane, faced the mighty Brazil. Many expected Brazil to dominate, but France won 1-0 thanks to a Thierry Henry goal, set up by a beautiful free kick from Zidane. The defending champions were out. On to the semi-finals. Germany versus Italy in Dortmund was one for the ages. It was a tactical, nail-biting encounter that remained goalless for 118 minutes. Just when it seemed destined for penalties, Italy struck. A brilliant no-look pass from Andrea Pirlo found Fabio Grosso, who curled a stunning shot into the far corner. Moments later, with Germany pushing forward, the second semi-final saw France take on Portugal. The match was decided by a single goal, a first-half penalty coolly converted by none other than Zinedine Zidane. France had reached their second World Cup final in 8 years. Before the final, Germany played Portugal for third place. The hosts gave their fans something to cheer about, winning 3-1 in a fantastic farewell for legendary goalkeeper Oliver Kahn, and a sign of the young team's bright future, with Bastian Schweinsteiger scoring 2 brilliant long-range goals. And so, on July 9, 2006, the world watched as Italy and France walked out at the Olympiastadion in Berlin for the World Cup final. It started with a bang. France was awarded an early penalty, and Zidane stepped up to chip it audaciously off the crossbar and in, a panenka on the biggest stage imaginable. But Italy fought back, and Marco Materazzi equalized with a powerful header from a corner just 12 minutes later. The game remained locked at 1-1 through normal time and into extra time. And then, the moment that has been replayed countless times. In the 110th minute, Zinedine Zidane, in the final match of his incredible career, inexplicably head-butted Marco Materazzi in the chest and was shown a red card. It was a shocking and surreal end for one of the game's greatest players. Down to 10 men, France held on for penalties. David Trezeguet's spot kick crashed off the crossbar, while Italy was flawless. Fabio Grosso, the hero of the semi-final, stepped up to take the 5th and final penalty. He made no mistake, smashing the ball into the net to crown Italy as world champions for the 4th time. The Azzurri, led by captain Fabio Cannavaro, who would win the Ballon d'Or that year, had conquered the world. From the debuts of future legends like Messi and Ronaldo, to Germany's summer fairy tale, to Zidane's genius and madness, and Italy's ultimate triumph, the 2006 World Cup was truly unforgettable. What's your favorite memory from this tournament? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more football history. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.